my best friend in the whole world is from Connecticut, so excited to come out. I saw her last night. But thank you guys for being here. I hope you've got your workout clothes on, because we might do a little workout with you guys. Get some sweat on. I'm just excited to be here and meet you and talk to you and hear a little bit about you guys as well. So thanks again for having me. Thank you.
Karaoke jumping jacks coming up.
Oh, it's so good.
8 minutes.
Can you talk about how you did it?
Yeah. Sure. Why don't we have a little Q&A? Because I know a lot of people have questions at work. I'm going to give you the mic. Come on out.
Thank you. I'm a NORA president, John Clunin. How are you? Danny, it's so nice to meet you. I am, 120 some odd pounds. That's awesome. I am just wondering, basically, how you did it, how long it took, and that kind of thing. The diet, how much did diet play a part? How much did exercise play a part? Drinking water, hydration, supplements, I don't know. I'm very much curious. Thank you.
All of the above, honestly. So the duration of the show was just under 6 months. So it was a pretty quick time period to lose 120 pounds. And I like to tell people, Brett was talking about this yesterday, what we do on the ranch is nothing like what you do out in the real world. We are secluded, we are completely shut off from the entire world, no cell phones, no internet, no TV, no nothing. It's literally eat, sleep, work out, and occasionally use the restroom. But that's really all we had to do. And so when it comes to real life, what really changed it for me was nutrition and diet. Figuring out that there's no such thing as a diet. Diet sets you up for failure because all it is a short-term thing. You need to figure out the lifestyle change with it. And so what it was changing what I ate, how I ate, and what times of the day I eat. I do also take supplements, but I only take like vitamins, all natural. I take super green food. It's just like an all-natural vitamin. But I don't take any of like the crazy caffeine stuff and all that. I'm sure some people like it, but for me it's just like the more natural the better. And that's what Jillian helped me learn is I went more natural, more organic, and more clean. And when you do that, your body just runs better. So it can digest food better, it can tell you when you're actually hungry, not when your brain's like, oh, I'm bored, I want to eat something. And that was a big part. And then the fitness part, the best part about that, that's what gives you the shape that you want. You can eat well and look great without ever stepping into a gym. When you get to the gym, that's when you get the shape, that's when you get the definition, that's when you get those freebies when you're like, okay, I worked really hard today, can I have a scoop of ice cream? Yes, you can, because that's what the gym will give you. And so it was a balance of all that, and then there was also the mental struggle, figuring out what's going on in here and what got me to almost 260 pounds. What was my why? Why was I at that point in my life? And Jillian helped me find that, and she always like tooth and nail for trying to pull it out of me. I'm like, well, it's because I eat too much. No, it's not. There's always the reason behind why you're not the lifestyle that you want to be, and that was the biggest part. Once I got that, then I knew, okay, eating right and nutrition and balancing those out, and that's how I did. And it was about 6 months on the ranch.
Wow.
Does anyone else have any questions? No, Jillian's not as mean as she looks like on TV. She was in the beginning. I hated her. I actually told her not to watch the first few episodes because I had some few choice words to say about her. And now I love her. I told her, I'm like, I love you now, but I really hated you in the beginning. Anyone else?
I got one. All right. If you were to make Jillian do one of the workouts that you had to do from her, what would you make her do?
Okay, that is fun because I really got to learn what Jillian likes to do and doesn't like to do, and she hates running. She hates it with a passion. As much as she loves sitting on that treadmill watching me run, she personally is not the biggest fan of running. So I think I would make her do some sort of like circuit, those pure sprinting and jogging repeatedly, over and over and over again. And then I sit on the treadmill and poke her and be like, how do you like that? How do you like that? So that's probably something I would do with her, because otherwise she could do everything else. Or you can just ask me. I don't care about the mic.
What do you find to be the most beneficial exercise for burning fat? I know you said nutrition is an important part, getting past your emotions that make you want to eat. But
there are certain exercises that allow your body to burn fat. Let's call it 24 hours a day. You might be working on lower legs or doing an aerobic exercise, weight training. What do you feel works best for you?
You know, and Brett maybe can help on this. For me, the biggest part that I did was cardio, but it was also finding workouts that would have this, what we call an afterburn. So when you do stuff like interval training, so you're on a treadmill and you run as hard as you can for 30 seconds, then you're off for a minute and run as hard as you can for 30 seconds, it gets all the muscles working. So yes, in this core amount, you need to burn 300 calories, but it's going to burn a lot more afterwards. So when you find workouts that have a longer afterburn, you're using extreme muscles, because then your muscles will keep burning later. That's what will give you the best burn, burn for your buck is kind of what I call it. And a lot of cardio, so I did a lot of jogging, a lot of spin bike, and a lot of swimming. Cardio is what really shredded down what I could, but anything that you can find good interval training. Interval training is probably the best thing that you can do to really shed the weight.
But it also seems like you really got to sweat before you're dripping wet to really get a lot of the benefits that I see. I mean, some people will not do it because
Yeah. You know, moving is moving, so I would never judge anyone for not moving. But yes, you want to get a sweat. The only way you lose weight is through sweat. I mean, pardon me, but through sweat and urine. That's how fat escapes your body. So you do want to sweat. You want to get a good sweat on. If you're like me, I sweat like none other. I'm actually sweating a little bit right now. But some people have different volumes of water in their bodies and how much they sweat. So you should never judge about how much sweat. To make sure you're getting a good sweat on. If you have one of those like calorie burn like these, the body media on the show, it'll show you what your heart rate is, go off your heart rate, get your metabolic rate in the morning, figure out where that's going, and it's all